Guys, welcome back to my channel. It is the beginning of the month, so you know what that means. Rent is due and it's time to change my perfume tray. I am so happy. I'm so excited to see to show you guys what I have lined up for the month of November. You know, it is getting cold where I am. We've had some really cold days today. And like an unusually warm day. Like we had like a weekend where it was like, or a week where it was like really warm weather. I was thinking like, is fall coming at all? But I think Mother Nature kind of got itself back into swing because it is dreary outside at the time that I'm filming this. So I think let me get into like a quick little recap of October's tray, which, you know, I had some surprises, some really pleasant surprises, and then some not so pleasant surprises while testing out my fragrances. Not, you know, I don't have much dents going on because a lot of these perfumes here are like some real heavy hitter scents. Like they are some projecting, long lasting scents, which I'm very happy to have and to experience with my perfumes, because I think that's like the worst when a fragrance doesn't last, especially the more expensive ones. Affordable scents I can give it a pass on, but if I'm spending anything like up to $60 for a perfume, I expect it to have some projection and some longevity. So actually, let me start with some empties that I had for the month of October. So you guys know that I was working on panning Deep Euphoria by Calvin Klein, and I succeeded. I'm, you know, not the biggest fan of this scent. I like Euphoria. I was not too impressed by Deep Euphoria. Something about it being like an aquatic patchouli. Just, I wasn't too big of a fan. It kind of smells a little astringent to me. Also, it was a roller ball, which I hated, so I actually took off the roller ball and just kind of used it as a little dabber. But yeah, so this one's empty. Not much else to like go on about. Next empty I had was Britney Spears' Prerogative, and I like this one. Well, I should say I teetered like back and forth between liking it and thinking that this was okay, because the opening's all right. The dry down like much later is what I really appreciated. Although something about this kind of reminded me of Cacharel's Yes I Am, and I wasn't like the biggest fan of Cacharel's Yes I Am, mostly because it had that, I think, a licorice note to it that I didn't vibe well. This one I like just like a smidge better because it didn't have the licorice note, but they're very similar. This one is a very like sweet lactonic vanilla perfume. I did not get much coffee in this at all, if anything. And Yes I Am doesn't have a coffee note. There's only like a little drop left that I can't get out because the little atomizer thing, it doesn't soak it up for some reason. So this is it. But I do like it, and I bought this like stupidly discounted. I think I got it for like $8 at a Marshall's for like the 1 fluid ounce, or right, 1 fluid ounce. Yeah, 30 ml, 1 fluid ounce. So I liked it enough, but maybe not enough to repurchase. But this was really nice for the fall. I think if you're looking for a pretty good celebrity scent, I was not mad at it. Let me see. The next one that I had kind of put a big dent in was Skin and Vanilla from the Clean Classic line. I mostly wore this to bed, mostly because this is a very musky, you know, slightly sweet vanilla scent. I think there's like coconut in this. There's some musk. There's vanilla, some other type of floral. It's a very nondescript type of perfume. Very similar to the Reserve Skin, but instead of vanilla, that one has like a praline note. When I had first worn this, I wasn't like too impressed by it. But now as I've like started wearing it every time to bed, I actually really do like this. This is a simple, like no nonsense, no fuss type of perfume. So if you're into like a very simple, quiet vanilla, like it's a cozy, clean scent, and I actually do have an appreciation for it. So this was very nice for October. So let me see what else. Oh my God, what blew me away was Nomad Absolute de Parfum. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I love the original Nomad, and I love the Absolute de Parfum. I think they're like on equal caliber. This is perfect for fall, while I think the original Nomad is perfect for spring. Although you could probably wear that one in the fall as well. If you want, like, if you like that Nomad DNA, but you just want to amp up everything in it, I think this is a perfect alternative. It is heavy, 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 heavy on the oak moss. This is a very earthy, woody scent. I think what they were trying to go for, that like nomadic, free-spirited type of style with the original Nomad, they nailed it with the Absolute de Parfum. It is a very like bombastic and kind of gritty perfume, but in a very classy and modern way. This is again a Chypre style perfume, but a modern Chypre, and this was absolutely beautiful. Especially, oh my God, just smelling it through. It's syrupy, it's thick, it's like fall in a bottle, and the juice is like a beautiful like golden color, like even like this little suede, not suede, I think this is suede, the color. I was blown away by this perfume. And you don't need a lot, as you can see. Like a little goes a long way. If you overspray this or just sprayed like one spray too much, the oak moss can probably choke you out. It is a very heavy perfume, so I would say like just a few spritz and you're good to go. And this lasts for a long time. I was smelling this like 8 hours later. Well, in my experience and on my skin, I was smelling this for a while. So beautiful, beautiful. And I think this is a perfect like fall staple. This is going to be a staple in my collection. Another perfume that I was like blown away, because I went in with like not knowing at all what it smelled like. This was like a true risky blind buy, and it was like a high risk, high reward type of situation. That was Versace's Crystal Noir. Now, I had some issues with the Versace line. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Dylan Turquoise. Like, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. I had tried the Versace Versance, and I hated that one. Like, I absolutely hated that one. There was another Versace perfume that I had tried in the past. I can't remember what it is now, but I again, wasn't too big of a fan. Tested the purple, wasn't impressed. But Crystal Noir blew me away. Oh my God, this one smelled so good. This one smelled so good. But what's funny is that I'm not too sure if like the smell like accurately represents in the bottle, or I guess it kind of does, because I know like the whole Crystal line is supposed to be like those fresh, clean scents. Oh, that's what it was. I wasn't a fan of the bright crystal or yellow diamond. So haven't had the best luck with Versace, but this Crystal Noir one is really, really good. It is a very spicy, crisp, like clean, dark, white floral perfume. And like it, oh my God, it's almost like indescribable. One of my favorite YouTubers, like when she described it as like when you leave like a hot shower and then you go back into the bathroom and you smell like that soapiness in the air and like the steam, and you use like a really rich, luxurious type of soap. That, I would agree with that type of description. I think she like nailed that description spot on, because there's the spiciness in it is like a very, very clean type of spice. It opens up with like, I think ginger and pepper. There's like, I think jasmine and some other white florals in it, and something in the base. Oh God, I can't remember all of the notes, but this is good. This is so, so good. And I got I got some pretty nice compliments while wearing this. I wore this to work once, and it fills up the room. Like, it fills up. You walk into the room and the scent fills it up. Then you leave the room, then you go back in and you're still smelling like remnants of it. So just again, just a little bit goes a long way. I haven't even got much of a dent going in. But this is a beautiful, beautiful perfume. And I have the eau de toilette. I think they discontinued the eau de parfum. So I don't have any experience or anything to say about it. But this was probably like one of my most successful blind buys. This was a love, instant love. Like, this was love at first sniff. So success for October. Next couple ones were also a love. You know, Alien. Alien's always a staple. I always love Alien. And this is the perfume stick, which I think I like this more in the perfume stick form than the spray form. Because I feel like sometimes the spray form, it can like kind of choke you out and you're like in a cloud of Alien. But the stick form, it is long lasting while still keeping it very close. So it's not a far projecting scent in the stick form, but it still lasts like hours. I don't have any experience with the original line, so this is the new reformulated version, I guess. But I love the Alien DNA. I like the Alien line a lot. I like that bombastic, heavy, white floral, in-your-face type of perfumes. You know, speaking of some more heavy white florals, I mean, I think October was a white floral type of vibe. I have Gucci Blooms, Terre de Fiori. I have no idea how much I have used, but I do know that I really, really like this scent. This is a creamier, darker version of the Bloom, of the original Bloom perfume. I absolutely love this bottle. I love the design here, the dark flowers. It's a very like romantic, gothic type of perfume, and that's what it smells like. It honestly makes me think of like a gothic romance, you know, like a gothic horror type of scent. It's a beautiful, like beautiful creamy white floral. It opens up with some spices. I think it has like a ginger opening, you know, some of that heavy jasmine, orange blossom, and that creeper, that Rangoon creeper note. I believe there might be some patchouli in the base, but this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. Twilly d'Hermès was another favorite of mine. Not my husband's favorite, like at all, but I like this perfume. My husband does not like this scent at all, but that's okay because I wear this for me. You know, this is a personal scent. This is a girl scent. This is a spicy, creamy, white floral. I will say that it probably does lean a tad mature. And I think that's why my husband doesn't like it. So don't tell him about it. But I love this one. It is a very quirky perfume. It's an unusual type of perfume, but all the while still lovely. And I think this bottle is just so cute. Like, it's so cute. And it's very long lasting. Like, this lasts the entire... I wore this to work a couple times, and it lasts the entire workday. The entire workday. It's a beautiful, beautiful perfume. There's ginger in the opening. That's like another theme that was going on for October. White florals and spicy openings. Yeah, so it opens up with ginger. There's like, I think jasmine. There might be some other florals. There's vanilla in the dry down. So there is some sweetness. It's like a sweet, spicy, creamy, floral perfume. It's just beautiful in my opinion. And I think it's definitely worth getting a sniff. And I think it's beautiful for the fall and winter time. I don't think this would be best for summer. You could probably pull this off in a cooler spring day. Another longtime favorite of mine is Jimmy Choo's Illicit. And again, this was all that I could get done through it. Not much, but this is a sweet, 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 sweet perfume. Like the sweetest out of the entire like October tray. This is honey. This is syrupy. This is caramel. It's floral. When I first had this, when I first tried it out last year, I wore it last fall, and I thought it was a little more powdery. But I think as it's been sitting in my collection, like it's gotten sweeter. It has gotten more like syrupy, sweet. And I absolutely love this. This is great for those cold days. It's very, I think to me, it's very dress up. You could probably wear this very casually, but something about it makes me feel like you want to be a little bit more put together. It's illicit. Like there's something like a bit sexy about this one, which I probably should add to like that sexy list, but I forgot. But it's just really, really, really nice. And I love this for fall. And I think this is kind of appropriate because it's not so much like candy sweet, but like syrupy, heavy, sticky sweet. And this was just really good. And I'm not normally a fan of sweet perfumes like that, but this is a very good one and a longtime favorite of mine. Now we're left with like 3 perfumes that I kind of struggled with, which makes me a little sad because I always hate having perfumes that I'm having issues with. The first one that I had is Prada Candy, and I had that feeling. This is surprisingly this is an odd perfume to me. Like it's an odd mix of notes. I can see that this is good. Like I don't think it smells bad at all. But to me, to my nose, it's just a little odd. It's very, very powdery in a strange way. There's a heavy dose of like, I think iris or maybe powdery notes. I think it's just powdery notes. And it opens up with caramel. And for a perfume that's called Candy, like I was expecting this to be like candy sweet. Like how Ariana Grande has her like sweet like candy. I was expecting something like that, but maybe more like caramel, vanilla heavy. And this this didn't do it for me. Instead, I think the caramel mixed with those powdery notes and I think some florals made this lean a little bit too like clean powder. It made me think of a baby, to be honest. Like it made me think of like a sweet little baby. Which is cute, but then the caramel gets in and then it gets like a little like sticky sweet, which again is such an odd mixture. I'm gonna like spray it on my hand one more time. Also, I hate the sprayer. I'm not a fan of that sprayer. I kind of wish it was like you could take this cap off and then have a regular sprayer, because this one just kind of spits. Like, this makes me think of caramel powder. Dehydrated caramel powder that you would mix with milk and give to your baby. It's an odd mix of like candies, like caramels, candies, like Werther's caramel and baby powder. And I'm not too sure how I feel about it. I think I'll try testing this out a little bit more. But I'm a little like, I don't know. I don't think it's for me. It's good. I can see how it smells good. Like it doesn't smell bad. It's just not for me, and it's just odd to my nose. It's an odd mix of notes. So this was one I had an issue with, and you can see like I definitely like wore this. Also, the longevity wasn't that great for a caramel perfume. Like Jimmy Choo knocks it out the park when it comes to like a caramel honey perfume. This is more so caramel powder. So yeah, we'll see. Back to the drawing board for this one. Although, if anybody has had any experience with Prada Candy by Night, I hear that one's more like a chocolatey scent. Let me know. I always wanted to try that one or get my nose on it. So let me see. Tell me how you think that one compares to the original Prada Candy. Next one I had is the Guerlain's La Petite Robe Noire, which is, you know, the little black dress. And I love this bottle. I think that's the only reason why I'm really like keeping this scent is for the bottle. This is a very heavy like cherry perfume, but I think the longer that it's been sitting and had like a chance to develop, it's starting to form into like cherry cough drops or cherry cough syrup. There's like a smokiness to it. I think maybe it was just a little too warm this month, because the last time I wore this in like winter time and it was very cold. And I think that in colder weather, this one performs better to me, at least. So maybe I'll just, you know, put this aside and then bring it back out again during the winter time, because I didn't really reach for it. I didn't get much wear out of it, but I do still like the scent. Last but not least is like my saddest one is the Wild Rose. I do like it. I like it a lot. I like the opening. I like that sour, jammy rose opening. But this has like a heavy dose of ambroxan in the dry down, which gives it like that sort of cloud-esque type of vibe. They're not at all dupes for it. I don't think it's at all similar to Cloud. I don't think it's similar to Baccarat Rouge. I don't think it's similar to Burberry for Her or Burberry Her. Not at all, but it does have that same idea of it, just with a jammy rose opening. However, I think they put so much ambroxan in it, or I picked up a lot of ambroxan in the dry down, that it gave me a bit of a headache. So maybe I just have to wear like less, or maybe I have to try this out during like the winter time. But it gave me that same like stuffy feeling as Guess Seductive Red, which is again that ambroxan dry down but with a cherry opening. So this is an ambroxan dry down with a jammy rose opening. So I wish that opening lasted longer and they toned down some of that ambroxan. It would be like perfect to me. In the bottle, it smells so good. Like it really smells so good. But then it gave me a headache after wearing it for like an hour, like a really bad headache. So I'm going to try it again, maybe in like colder weather. Because I actually, funny enough, I like the Coach line. I feel like not a lot of people give Coach its flowers for this new line, because I know they had the original ones, which is like the square bottle, but not a lot. I feel like not a lot of people talk about the Coach signature fragrances. So that was it for October. I'm gonna, you know, clean the tray out because it kind of got a little like dusty and fingerprints all over it. I'm gonna clean this tray out, and then I can't wait to show you guys what I have for November. Alright, so my tray's now like cleaned off and everything. The first one that I have for you guys is a longtime favorite of mine. This is Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber, and I like this one a lot more than the Guess Seductive Red. They're not at all similar. The more that I've been smelling them and like comparing them, I don't think they're similar. This is predominantly like cherry, amber, some vanilla. There might be an ambroxan note in it, but it's very, very small, or more palatable for my nose. And I love wearing this one. I wore this last fall. I think I wore this around Thanksgiving time, so I'm definitely happy to bring this back out into my rotation. The next one that I have is another longtime favorite of mine. This is a celebrity scent, and one of my favorite celebrity scents. This is Rihanna's Rebelle Fleur. Beautiful, tropical, coconutty, patchouli with some vanilla in it. Very sexy scent in my opinion, and I love wearing that one. I've been wearing this one since like high school, except like I had the body mist back then. Now I'm a big girl. Now I'm all grown and I can afford the perfumes. But yeah, that one's a favorite of mine. I love that. I love that patchouli dry down mixed in with the sweetness. I think it's excellent for the fall, the colder weather. Next one I have is another celebrity perfume, and pretty new to my collection. I had this, I hauled this, although I don't think I filmed it for you guys because I was just kind of excited to try it. This is Dolly Parton's. Oh, I think this is just the original Dolly. I forget the name of it. Oh, I forget the name because I know there's like three of them. There's one like Tobacco Skies or In the Skies, and I think this was the original one. This is an interesting perfume, and like not at all what I would like imagine Dolly Parton to wear, but maybe the more I get it, I feel like she would wear something. This is a very classy smelling perfume. It's very woody. There's a lot of woods and a lot of patchouli in this. Like it's almost like borderline fruit chuli, but it's like dampened by a heavy wood note. I don't think I'll go too much in like the notes right now unless I know them off the top of my head. I just tested this when I purchased this over the summer, and it was too much to wear in the summertime, but I think this would be lovely during the fall and winter, so pretty excited to test it out. I love Dolly Parton. She is a national treasure. You know, I love her. I do not like this bottle, like at all. It's giving me like that Mariah Carey M vibes, but I guess like a little more luxe because it's like a crystal butterfly. I don't like this bottle like at all. I feel like if it were something like this and with a more like ornate but cooler bottle cap, I would like it. I love this. This is cute with her little signature. That's cute. This cap is just hideous in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Now, I think the rest of the perfumes that I have here are pretty new, mostly because I purchased a lot of these like over the summertime, and I have not really gotten a chance to wear them yet. I was kind of saving them for cooler weather because I have like a very large perfume collection, and I do like to rotate through quite a bit of them and see which one's more appropriate for spring and which one's more appropriate for the fall winter season. So the next one that I have is a fairly new purchase. I only purchased this one maybe like last month, so it was still pretty cold, and I'm like so happy to try this. Like I'm so eager. This smells so good. Like oh my god, can you, I don't know if you can tell like how aggressive I am about this one. This smells so good to me. I freaking love this. Like I've had it, I could not even like wait. I already like wore it a couple times. Oh my god, this smells so good. This is like a sweet, powdery, like cocoa, cozy scent. It's called Cocoa and Cashmere from Clinique. It's part of their My Happy line, and it came with like 3 different perfumes. There was Cocoa and Cashmere, Cookies and Cream, and something else. It was in a blue bottle. But I purchased this one at like a Marshall's for like $12. It was like discounted. I think it was because the box was like a little damaged, so they had to discount it, but I didn't care. This smells so good. I had smelt it at an Ulta like last year, and I'm so happy to find it because, you know, it was like a little expensive for how skinny the bottle is, and they don't have it in a full size. At least from what I could tell, at Ulta or Sephora, if they do sell Clinique, I didn't see a full-size bottle. I've only seen these little, maybe 15 ml bottles, 1/3 ounce. So, oh, this smells so good. This smells so nice. I can't wait to wear this. It makes me think of like cocoa powder. Like you're drinking hot chocolate while wearing like a cashmere, like cozy sweater. It makes me think of like brownie mix powder, sweetened cocoa powder. It is so good. Another perfume that was a recent purchase and like a random dupe is Cocktail Intense by Fragrance World. And this one, I have not been able to like stop smelling it. Every so often, like when I walk past my like shelf, I'm constantly picking this up and smelling this one, like just like practically like shoving it in my nose and smelling it. It smells so good. This is supposed to be a dupe for Angel Share by Kilian. I mean, if you couldn't tell from the bottle, this is like clearly a dupe for it. I believe it is an Arabic perfume because it was made in the United Arab Emirates. Like I said, Fragrance World. I have no information about this perfume company. I've never even heard of it. But this smells so good. It makes me think of the holiday time. It does like remind me of like that spiced apple like seasoning, like cinnamon, nutmeg, sweetened like apples, sugary, like oh, it's just so good. There's less booze in this than Angel's Share. I don't really get a lot of like that booziness, but this smells really good. I can't wait to wear it like around Thanksgiving time. I think that's like been tradition for everyone who owns Angel Share or some sort of dupe for it. It's like they always wear it during their holiday season, and I'm about to jump on that bandwagon as well. The next perfume I have is an affordable perfume as well. This is Good Chemistry's Coffee Cloud. This is a Target perfume. Anyone's familiar with like the Good Chemistry brand. And this is supposed to be like a citrusy, coffee, and woody scent. There's an opening note of bergamot, there's coffee in the middle note, and there's cedarwood in the dry down. I think this has that same vibe as Ariana Grande's Cloud. I don't think they're dupes for each other. I do think more this is like a distant cousin, because I tested them both side by side, and while Ariana Grande Cloud definitely leans sweeter, you know, very sugary, that it has that coconut and muskiness and marshmallowiness to it. This one, it definitely leans more towards that wood note. I don't get a lot of coffee in it, unfortunately. That's why I was hoping that it would smell more of like that like creamy coffee, like milk type of vibe. If there is a coffee, then it is a very, very like watery down, milky, like cafe americano with like a heavy dose of milk in it. But still really nice. And it does give me like that cloudy type of like aroma. It's a very fluffy, cozy type of scent. I had recently talked about this one as well as the cocoa and cashmere in my cozy fall scents. And this is a very cozy scent. And also a really affordable scent. I got this one for like $20. Next one that I had also featured, now we're going back into like designer perfumes. This one I had featured in my cozy fall perfumes. This is Narciso Rodriguez Poudre. And this is exactly that. It is a heavy, heavy powdery scent. But this is like rich powdery scent. This is so good. This is so good. I like this one a lot. My husband hates this one, so I will definitely be wearing this for myself. A lot of my perfumes I usually wear for myself. I don't wear it to impress anybody. And this is probably like one of them. It's just so, oh my God, I feel like this is just so cozy. It's so like, it makes me think of like fluffy, like warm robes and blankets and just like being dusted in like, you know, fancy spa powder. It just envelops you. I purchased this in a gift pack, so it came with also like a little body gel and shower gel and body lotion. So I'll probably just use these to like layer. In my experience, these little like skincare stuff, they don't do anything except probably amplify the scent, if that. But I'll, you know, get some use out of it. This one was also featured in my cozy fall fragrances. So you can kind of see like the vibe I'm kind of going for. I got a couple sexy scents, got a couple cozy scents, got a mishmash of everything. So I'm hoping like this is cohesive enough for the month of November. Next one I have is a longtime favorite of mine. This is Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. I used to own like a little tiny dabber tester bottle of it. And I now recently I had bought these two also together. If you remember, like I used the Flower Bomb lotion with the Flower Bomb Dew back in September, but now I'll use them both together for the month of November. And I am a big fan of the Flower Bomb DNA. I know a lot of people think that it's basic, but I guess they just like to hate on really good perfumes. Now, the next one I have, this is like a hefty bottle. It's like a really big bottle. This is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One. I purchased this one also in like a little gift packet. It came with this one and like a little tester. I gave the tester one away, and I kind of kept the big one for myself because I love how this bottle looks and I wanted to keep it. This is gorgeous. This one is a sophisticated scent. I really, really like this one. I own Dolce & Gabbana The Only One too. So I bought that one before I ever owned The Only One. I bought this 2 years ago, or maybe 3, 4. God, I can't keep track of time anymore. But I bought this a while ago as a gift from my mom because I feel like when I think of my mom, I think of like the most sophisticated, woman, and she always like dresses nice and she always smells good in my opinion. And she really loved this perfume and I was so happy that she liked it. And I figured, you know what? I always love how my mom smelled, so I want to smell like my mom. And I purchased this one for myself. And this is so nice. It is a very like rich. I get coffee. I get like iris because it's giving it like a little bit of powderiness. I get some vanilla. This is so nice. This is a really nice perfume. I really want to try The Only One Intense. I hear a lot of good things about that one. More than the original Only One. So maybe one day I'll get a chance to... I never even smelled it. Maybe one day I'll get a chance to smell it and see what I think then. And last but not least, I have Coach Dreams. This is the sunset version. I do have the original Coach Dreams, and I purchased the sunset version before, and I had this one in a recent haul, and this one smells so good. I remember I said back then that I couldn't wait to try it for cooler weather, and here it is. Here I am. It smells so good. It's like a very creamy pear vanilla scent. I saw on Fragrantica that a lot of people think that it reminds them of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. I don't get the same. I'm not even sure if they're on like that same vibe. I've smelled Carolina Herrera's Good Girl plenty of times, many times. My mother owns that fragrance. And I don't think that they're similar. At least not to me. I think this one kind of stands on its own. Maybe the sweetness about it definitely gives like the same type of sweet vibes. But it opens up like a little bright and fruity. And in the long dry down, you get a beautiful dose of like that vanilla and floral scents. This is really, really nice. This is so pretty. This makes me think of like, a pretty girl. A lot of Coach scents gives me pretty girl vibes. It's like a no fuss, easy to wear type of scent. And I like those types of perfumes. I gravitate the most towards those types of easy to wear perfumes because, I'm a simple person and I'm not doing crazy things all day, every day. So most days I just like to smell good. And this smells good. Oh, it really does smell so good. So that's my entire tray for the month. It's like looking a little crazy. I got bottles and lotions and everything everywhere. And they're like massive size bottles, but hopefully I'm pretty like optimistic about a lot of them. A lot of them are some longtime favorites. So many of them are new to my collection. But, I think this is going to be like I think this is going to be a win for me. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so excited to try a lot of them, especially like these two. I can't wait to try this one. Oh, this smells so good. It smells so good. Like highly recommend. Like I think that's even like a safe blind buy. Just try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to me in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I always appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to. You can check out a lot of my other videos. I think I only talk about perfumes on this channel. So if you're crazy and you love perfumes like I do, definitely, join the gang. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.